सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। Hari Om all, welcome to the 6th session. So we will begin with one verse and then we will go into the topic. So far we have seen various verses on Ganesha, Saraswati, Guru, Parvati, Shiva. So today we will see one verse on Bhagavan Shri Mahavishnu, Bhagavan Shri Vishnu. Okay. So let me just chant, please repeat after me. वासनाद् वासुदेवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते। टुगेदर वासनाद् वासुदेवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते. So again here you can see lots of times the word vasa is coming. Okay, so we'll understand the meaning as we go ahead. First word Vasudevasya, Vasanat Vasudevasya. So let us understand the word Vasudevasya first. Vasudevasya, of Lord Vishnu. Vasudeva is name of Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna also. Explained how it is named for both. Vasudeva, Vasushu divyati iti Vasudevaha. One who divyati, who shines in Vasushu, in all the Vasu, in all the objects, one who shines. Means what? That which is the substratum of all the objects, that which pervades all the objects. Vishnu, one of the meaning of the word Vishnu is Vyapanatvat Vishnu, one who pervades everything is called as Vishnu. So Vasudeva is name of Lord Vishnu himself. And of course, of Sri Krishna also, Vasudevasya apatyam Vasudeva. His father's name was Vasudeva, isn't it? Krishna's father's name was Vasudeva. So Krishna also is called as Vasudeva. Vishnu Bhagavan is also called as Vasudeva. Many times people don't understand the first meaning and therefore they say that it should not be used for Vishnu. It should always be used for Krishna. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay. Generally, when we are using some name for the Avatara, we don't use it for the Lord. Agreed. But there is no such rule, and there is another way by which the same word can be derived also. So Vasudevasya, of this Lord, whether you call him Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, it is one and the same anyways. So of this Lord, Vasanat. Next word is Vasanat. Vasanat, due to his dwelling or existence, by him being there. Vasa, one meaning is to stay. Vasa means, one meaning is to stay. We use the word nivasa also, no? We will see also word nivasa. Nivasa means house, abode. Why it is called nivasa? Because there we stay. Vasa. One meaning of vasa is to stay. So, Vasudevasya Vasanat. Due to dwelling or existence of Lord Vishnu, what? Bhuvanatrayam Vasitam. Bhuvana, world. Trayam, three. Three worlds. Whether you call them, earth, bhuhu, bhuvaha, suvaha, according to Indian culture, we say, when we use the word three worlds, we speak of the earth, the interspace, and the heaven. Or you say adholoka, prithviloka, and urdhvaloka, the lower worlds, the earth, and the higher worlds. These are the three worlds, whichever way you want to call. Sometimes it is also called as earth, heaven, and hell. These are the three worlds. Whichever way you want to call is fine. All these three worlds, they exist because of whom? Vasudevasya Vasanat Bhuvanatrayam Vasitam. Because Bhagavan Vishnu exists, therefore the three worlds exist. Because he pervades the three worlds, he lends the existence to those worlds. He is the Sat Swarupa, he is that existence because of which the worlds are existing. Vasudevasya Vasanat Bhuvanatrayam Vasitam. See the first line. Vasanat Vasudevasya Vasitam Bhuvanatrayam. Sarva Bhuta Nivasaha Asi. O Lord, you are Asi, you are Sarva Bhuta Nivasaha. You are Nivasa, you are the abode for Sarva Bhuta, for all beings. For all beings, he is the final abode, final resting place, final, state that we all need to be in. So you are the ultimate abode of all beings. Sarva Bhuta Nivasaha Asi. Vasudeva, O Lord Vishnu, Te Namaha Astu, Namostu Te. Te, to you, Namaha, prostrations, Astu, may there be. May there be prostrations unto you, O Lord Vishnu. Okay, now go back to the verse and see whether every word is clear. Vasanat, due to existence. Vasudevasya, of Lord Vishnu. Vasitam, exists. Bhuvanatrayam, the threefold word or the three words. Sarva Bhuta Nivasaha Asi. You are indeed Nivasa, abode of Sarva Bhuta, of all beings. Vasudeva, hey Vasudeva, O Lord Vishnu, Te Namaha Astu. May there be prostrations unto you. Namaha Astu Te. Is this clear? Understood? Go through it again. Take a moment. See if every word is clear. Now one more thing I will just tell you because the topic has come. This Namaha, no, is something called as Avyaya. We will see what do you mean by Avyaya, etc. The word Namaha will remain Namaha wherever it is used. And with this Namaha, to whom you are prostrating, that will go in fourth case. What is case, etc. also we will see. For those who have already studied little bit, I am just referring to something. Te Namaha Astu. May there be prostrations unto you. That Te is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Now here again Ganeshaya, Saraswati, Gurubhya is all in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Every single time we use the word Namaha, to whom we are prostrating, goes into the fourth case. Om Ajaya Namaha, Om Avyaya Namaha, Om Avinashine Namaha. Oh, Ashtottara, entire Ashtottara is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Clear? Okay, just for those people who know little bit, I am referring. Other people, don't worry, we are going to study all these things. Right? Now, what is the point here? So, let us read the verse and understand that, bring the entire meaning in our mind. Together. Vasanad Vasudevasya Vasitam Bhuvanatrayam Sarvabhuta Nivasosi Vasudeva Namostute. Once again. Vasanad Vasudevasya वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते. In many traditions of India, especially in South Indian tradition, when we are doing Sandhya Vandanam, no? After Upanayana Samskar, you are supposed to do Sandhya Vandana daily 3 times. In that, this verse comes. Those who do Sandhya Vandana will be thinking, I have read this verse somewhere. It comes every day. You used to chant at one point of time. That is this verse. Vasanad Vasudevasya Vasitam Bhuvanatre Sarva Bhuta Nivasosi Vasudeva Namostute. Also, remember this, which looks like S in English. What was it called? Avagraha. Avagraha refers to letter A. So, Sarva Bhuta Nivasaha Asi. That A is what is represented by that Avagraha Chinna, by that symbol called as Avagraha. Okay, is it clear? Shall we go forward? All right. So, in the last session, we saw this. We completed understanding what? We completed understanding what are the types of alphabets. First is Swaraha, vowels. How many swaras are there? 13 swaras are there. A, I, U, R, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Okay, 13 swaras are there. Vyanjanani, consonants. How many consonants are there? Total 33. In that, 25 are called as Vargaksharani. They are into that 5 by 5 matrix. Remember? Ka kha ga gha nga, cha cha ja ja nya, ta tha da dha na, ta tha da dha na, pa pha ba bha ma. 25. Group alphabets, group consonants. Antasthaha, ya, ra, la, va, semi-vowels. Ya, ra, la, va. Remember? Ya, ra, la, va. I, r, l, u. They are connected to these 4 swaras. So, antastha. And final ushmanaha, those who generate heat. Sa, sha, sha, ha. Sa, sha, sha, ha. Or sha, sha, sa, ha. Whatever, whichever way we have studied, that's fine. Yara, lava, sha, sha, sa, ha. Sha, shankara, sha, shanmukha, sa, sagara, samudra, ha. Okay, sa, sha, sha, sa, ha. And then finally we saw 4 ayogavaha. Ayogavaha means those who are symbols. They are not written as letters, they are written as symbols. In those 4 also, 2 are mostly used. Anuswara, dot on top, and Visarga, 2 dots, vertical dots in front. Right? Remember all these points? So in all, total we had seen 50 are the alphabets in Sanskrit. Is this fine? Then we were seeing this topic of combining the alphabets. So swara plus swara, that is sandhi portion, that is not combined, so we have kept it aside. Consonant plus swara, what happens? That we saw. And consonant plus ayogavaha, what happens? That also we saw. So ka, ka, ki, ku, ku, ke, kr, kr, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kaha. You remember all these things we had seen? Now that is same for all other consonants also, okay? Only the first consonant is taken as an example. All other consonants are to be also understood. Ga, ga, gi, gi, etc. Right? Ha, ha, hi, hi. Very interesting. When we used to learn, no? Ha, ha, hi, hi, hu, hu, he, he. It creates nice sounds. So, ha, ha. He, etc. Okay. So, this is what we had seen. In this also we had seen this represents something, this represents something, this represents something. Remember? Nothing is there means a is there. If this a is not there, then it will be halanta, broken leg. If not, this is a, this is raswa ikara, raswa short vowel, short e. Dirgha ikara, E, long vowel. So all that, similarly, kuku, kr, kr, ke, kai, kl I have not put because we are not using it much, but we know how to write it. So, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kaha. Okay, this is Anuswara, this is for Visarga, Ayogavaha, the two Ayogavahas which are important. Right? Remember all these things? Now, then we also saw consonants plus swara. Then what happens? Right? Consonants come and then again more consonants and then swara comes. So that is what we were seeing. Few more examples. Some of them we have already seen, some of them we will see now. Karma. Now I am only going to write half r plus m plus a. That is written like this. This is called as repha. This particular thing, no, on top is called as repha. It's actually half r. In Marathi, etc., it is called rafar. When does this come? When r is before. Suppose it is m plus r plus a, then it will be written as mra. Right? This also we had seen in the last session. This is also r, this is also r, but this r is coming before, so it is written before or on top. It is coming after, so it is written like this. Understanding this difference? That is what is written next line also. You see dravinam. That dravinam is what? The plus r plus a. That is written as dra. Dra. Advaitam. This also we had seen. The and va. Okay. So the is there and then followed by va. And then I. Dvai. Advaitam. Advaitam. Don't write like this. Okay. This is not right. This is Audaitam. There is no words like that. Audaitam is not there. Right? So don't write like this. Okay. Now Agnihi. Half ga. Then na. Then E and then Visarga. So G plus N, it is written like this. Gna. So G is there, half. So there is no line. And then there is N which is complete. And E is there. Therefore this Agnihi. Agnihi. Kshiram. Kshiram. Kshiram means what? Kshiram is milk. Oh, how that Ksha is to be written? Ka. Ksha, E, Kshi. So this Kshi is nothing but Ka plus Sha. Ksha. Ksha is Ka plus Sha. Ka plus Sha. Sha. Second Sha. Okay. Shanmukha Sha. Ksha. Ka plus Sha. Ksha. Kshiram. Chittam. One ta. One more ta. And then a. Then when two tas are there, two takaras are coming together, sometimes it is written like this. Half ta and then one complete ta. But the better way of writing it like this. Half ta is generally written as one line itself. By now you must have understood when I am calling one particular alphabet, one particular consonant, I am calling it as kakara, rakara, repha, takara, dakara, means that consonant itself. So this is kakara, shakara, takara, gakara, dakara, makara, repha, etc. Okay. So dakara means the. So here what is that? Ta plus a. That is takara, takara and akara. So ta, chittam, chittam. Trayam. Trayam is nothing but ta plus ra. Ta plus ra plus a. That becomes tra. That becomes tra. Shrotriyah. Now Shra, this Shra has come. Remember this Shra also we had seen last time. This is half Sh. This is half Sh. This is actually Sh. Now to this, when you add Ra, then it is written like this. Shwanah, if you add Va to it, then it will be written like this. Half Sh and then Va. Shwanah. Shlokah, same thing. If you add Lakara to it, then it will be written like this. Right? Shlokah. Now as I told you, because of font, it is written like this. This is a better word to write. The font changes. Therefore it is written like this. Fine. That's the difference in font. The word is still the same. Is this clear? Is this clear how the alphabets are joining? Now few more we will see. Brahma, some of them again we have seen last session, but still let us see them. Ha plus ma. So ha and ma. Then it is written like this. Of course is there. Ha ma. And as I said, in the pronunciation there is difference. Where Brahma or Brahma, that's fine. Both are okay. Jannavi, again we had seen last time. Ha is there before, then na, then a. Okay. It is written like this. Ha is there, and then inside that na is written. Ha is there inside na. Inside na means na is complete, ha is half. That's what it means. Jahnavi. Rishikeshah. Again, this is what? This is ha plus r is written like this. Rishikeshah. Hridayam. Same one. Now this is what? Radam. Not Hridayam. Radam. What is this ra? This is ha, ra, a. What is the meaning of radam? Radam means pond. Radam. Next one, Shraddha. Shraddha. Again something has come which many people write it wrongly. The Shraddha is the plus dha plus a. Okay, and for the we had seen whatever comes after it is written under that. You remember this Advaitam also, va was later, it was written under. So dha also has to be written under the. Under the means actually the is half. This line is of the. So half the and then the. Many people wrongly write it like this. The is written first and the. That is wrong. This is wrong. This is correct. Okay? Is this understood? The comes first and the later. Therefore, the is half, the is. In this, the is half, the is complete. That's not how the word is. Shraddha. Vidya. What is this Vidya? Now the and ya. Now again here, sometimes it is written like this. Okay, sometimes it is written like this. But suppose it is not written properly, it may be read as Daya. So we write it like this. The ya. Let me explain once more. This is the, half the. See, that is how we are writing half the, isn't it? And then you take this also and make it ya. This is ya. So Vidya. Vidya. What is this? The plus ya. Vidya. Vidya, okay? Not Vidya. Please listen carefully. It is the plus ya, not the plus ya. Many people again, Vishwavidyalaya, Vidyapeeth. It is not Vidyapeeth. It is Vidya. Vidya. The ya. Right? The ya. Now what? Jnanam. 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 What is Jnanam? Ja plus sign is not required. Ya a. That is what is Jnanam. Jnanam. It is ja plus ya. All Maharashtrians note. In Marathi, Jna is DNYA. Jnaneshwar. We pronounce it also like that and we write it also like that. Jna is DNY. It is not DNYA. It is JNAN. Jnana. This J is Ja and this is referring to this Nya. N dot, no? Not N dot, N that. Jnana. Jna. Jna. Jnanam. Vidnyanam. Jneyaha. Jnaptihi. Etc. etc. Jna. Okay? Okay? Now little more complicated, where three consonants are there. Tadnyaha. Tatnyaha. So it is ja plus ja plus nya plus a and visarga. One ja is there. Another ja also is there in that nya. Tadnyaha. Tat janati iti tadnyaha. Tat janati. Tat dnyaha. Tadnyaha. So that ja is also there and that nya also, this nya also is ja. Okay? So tadnyaha. Tajnyaha. Sometimes in Bhagavad Gita etc. such words will be there. And then when competition comes, then people fight for it. Tajnyanam. Whether you want to pronounce it so clearly or whether you want to just say Tadnyaha, that is fine. That is according to the rules that you are following. But while writing, we have to remember that there are Ja is there and then Nya is there. Okay? Jnanam Tajnyaha. Tadnyaha. Tattvam. Again here you see there is one ta, there is one more ta and then va and a. So it is half ta, another half ta and then va. Tattvam. Very important. Very important. Okay. Tattvam is not just twa. Not just twa. There is half ta, then one more half ta and then va. Sattvic, no? Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. In that Sattvic also, there are two tas. Two takaras are there. Correct? So, Sattva. Why? Because Sat already has ta and then Tva already has one more ta is there. So, Tva. Tva. Two takaras and then one vakara. And then akara, of course. So, Tattvam. Next is Rashtram. Rashtram. So, Sh is there. Then ta is there. Now again that ra, see now, so far half ra when it comes later, we were writing it like this. Pra, mra, bra, etc. Isn't it? It was written like this. Correct? Correct? Now for ta, where will you write like this? So it is written under. Like this. This is also ra. Note. This is also ra. This is also ra. And then this is also ra. Note this, okay? Here repa is before, therefore it has gone on top. Here it is later, but there is something to write that half. Now here there is nothing, so it is written down. Sometimes for chra etc. it will also be written like this. Sometimes, okay. Sometimes it will be written like this. Sometimes it will be written like this. Sometimes it will be written like this. All okay. What it means is r. Now, why are there two lines? I don't know. There are two lines. Why? It is r. Maybe some reason must be there. If you write only one, it may look like halanta. So they have put two lines. Some reason must be there. Okay. The point is what? This is r. Rashtram. R. Rashtram. Right. Next. So these many words. Few more words. Now very important. What? When the Anunasika C5. Remember C5? Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga. Cha, 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 nya. That last column. Nga, ya, na, na, ma. That when it is written in Sanskrit, within the word, whenever the Anuswara comes, it always is written as that Anunasika. Note. So, Mangalam, this is nga. This is nga. This is nga, then ga, then a. Nga, which is written like this. Okay, Manga. Now sometimes in Hindi, Marathi, etc., we'll write the same word like this. Mangalam. With Anuswara on top. Okay, but not in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, this is wrong. This alone is correct. Okay, so the Anuswara will change according to the consonant. The next one is ga, therefore ka, kha, ga, gha, nga has come. That's fine. That rule, etc., we will see later. But it has to be always written with Anuswara. Sanjayaha. So either you write like this or you write like this. Nya plus ja. Okay, ya plus ja. Note, not ja plus ya. If it is ja plus ya, then it will be dnya. If it is other way round, then it will be dnya. But if it is like this, therefore nya is there, ja is there. Sanjayaha. Sanjaya uvacha. Bhagavad Gita. Pandavaha. Again, this Pandavaha can be written like this in other languages. Okay, but not in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, this Anuswara has to change to na, and therefore it is written like this only. Sorry, Akara is there in between. Pandavaha. Pandavaha. Okay. Next, Shantihi. Shantihi. Again, note the same point. Not like this. Not like this, okay? In Sanskrit, we don't write like this. Shantihi. Na is there, ta is there, and then ikara is there. So Shantihi, half na. We always write half na. Shambhuhu, same. Ma half, then verb complete. Okay? Now here you see Samshayaha. There that Anuswara remains. Why? Because next is Sha. Sha is not in that group. It is not, it is outside. So there is no corresponding Anunasika nasal sound for it. And therefore the Anuswara will remain. Sanyama. Sanyamaha. Again the Anuswara will remain. Okay, it won't be written because there is no corresponding nasal. But whenever there is corresponding nasal, it should be written as half that, not as Anuswara. While writing also, while pronouncing also. Whenever it comes within the word. If it comes at the end, half ma is okay, Anuswara is okay, this kam is okay, no problem. There is no problem. Annam, half ma is okay, Anuswara is okay, no problem. Okay, done. Now last two words. Half na, one more half na, then a, then it is written like this. Na, and then one more na. Annam. Annam. Pralladaha. Pralladaha. Again, here we had seen ha is there, then la is there, and then I is there. So it is written like this: ha, and then la, and la. Pralladaha. Pralladaha. Okay. Is this understood? Understood? Sure? If everything is not clear, that's fine. As we start reading, as we start listening, as we start writing, it will become clear. Okay? It's not that everything we should remember now only, but this is the overall point. Right. Shall we go ahead? Shall we go ahead? So, topic of alphabets is over. We have seen there are 50 alphabets in Sanskrit, 13 swaras, vowels, 33 consonants, and 4 ayogavaha, 4 symbols. Now we go forward. Now we go to the words. The basic building block of any language we had seen was alphabet, letters. Now when those letters come together, they form words. Just now whatever examples we had seen are all words. Annam, Pralladaha, Shambhuhu, all these are words. Now before we go into what are the kinds of words in Sanskrit, first we will understand what are the kinds of words in English. This is not English grammar class. I am not an expert in English, okay? But why I am teaching this? So that we understand the corresponding thing and whether is there any corresponding thing for certain types of words, okay? To understand, because we are learning Sanskrit language through English, okay? Therefore we are taking this. I may not be 100% right. I have tried to be, but it was very difficult for me to do this. But we will just see what are the types of words in English first. There are many types of words. I don't know how many of you remember all these things. Let us start. First is called as nouns. Again, in the nouns there will be categories. Okay? Nouns, the boy, girl, etc. are called as, what are they called? Common nouns. Common nouns. And then there are specific nouns. Proper nouns they are called. Right? So boy is a category. But which boy are you talking about? Ganesha. I am talking about Ganesha. So that becomes a proper noun. There is a common noun, there is a proper noun. But everything comes under nouns. Boy, girl, Ganesha, Suresha, Lakshmi, etc. etc. Okay? So first kind is words. First kind of words are nouns. Next, pronouns. Pronouns is what? We are not calling the nouns by their name, but we are calling them by some other pro-names. So I, we, you, he, she, it, they, etc. etc. All these are what? They are called as pronouns. Nouns, pronouns. Verbs. Verbs, which indicate actions. Again, in verbs there will be different tenses. Eats, present tense. Danced, past tense. Is running, present continuous. Has gone, present, not perfect. This is not perfect. This is past something, some kind of, there are some 12 kinds of verbs in English, I think. Past continuous, past perfect, past present, so many types are there. Okay, all come under verbs. Which tense, that is not important right now, but they all are words. Sometimes they are also joined with other to be kind of words. Is running, both are words, both are verbs. Together they make like that. Has gone, both are kinds of words, right? So verbs. Next is adjectives. Adjectives, those which qualify the nouns, they are called as adjectives. So beautiful is an adjective, can be used for the noun. beautiful boy, beautiful girl, like that. Strong, young, etc. They are called as adjectives. Adjectives qualify the noun or the pronoun also. You are strong. A person like you, a strong you should not be doing like this. So they can be to the noun as well as to the pronoun. In English, such usage is not much. They are not much used for pronouns, but it is possible to be used. So nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives. Adverbs. Adverbs. What are these? They qualify the verbs. So they tell what kind of action is being performed. Smilingly, he said. He said smilingly, slowly, rapidly, beautifully, etc. etc. Very easy to find in English because they will end with ly, li. Isn't it? Not everything that ends with ly is adverb. Lily is a proper noun. Okay, it's not adverb, but easy to find out. Right? Adverbs. Next are called as prepositions. Prepositions. They are used with all these things now. To me, by Ganesha, for Suresha, from Lakshmi, in the village, etc. etc. In, on, all these are called as prepositions. Prepositions. They connect two words. In meaning, not in the sentence, in meaning they connect. Prepositions. Next are called as conjunctions. They connect the two parts of a sentence. And, or, but, if, etc. Two portions, not just two words. They can connect two words also, but also can connect two portions. Okay, conjunctions. Articles, a and the, etc. A boy, an elephant, the book, whatever. So they are called as articles, a and the. Determiners. Now this is, my, your, his, her, their, theirs. Please note this, determiners. In today's generation, determiners are very important. I don't know how many of you have any knowledge of it, but nowadays when you go to social media, etc., they will write my / her. No, what? He / his. Isn't it she / her? Initially, I did not understand anything. Why are they writing? What is the meaning? Some kind of meaning is there. I am not going to go into that. The point is that determiners nowadays have become very important because they determine who I am. Determiners. So these are just 9 that I have said, and many more are there. Okay, many more types of words are there. How many of you remembered this? Most of us have forgotten, no? Yeah, up to here is okay. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective is okay. Adverb, something like this was there. Now after that, what is this? Prepositions, conjunctions, articles, determiners, etc. So we don't remember. But there are these many kinds of words in English. Okay? Lots of types. Now let us go to types of words in Sanskrit. What? Only 2 types of words are there in Sanskrit. Only 2 types. Okay. One are called as Subanta, other are called as Tinganta. That is it. Only 2 main categories. Subcategories will be there, that we will see. But main categories are only 2. Subanta and Tinganta. Word is called as Shabda or Pada. In usage, it is called as Shabda. How many words are there in a sentence? So we will say how many Shabdas are there. Word count, Shabda Sankhya, we will use it like that. But in grammar, the word used for words is Pada. Padam. And therefore Panini has written one rule, Sup Tingantam Padam. What is Padam? That which ends with Sup or that which ends with Ting. Subantam Tingantam Cha Padam. So words in Sanskrit are only of 2 types. Main categories are only 2. Subanta and Tinganta. What is this Subanta and Tinganta? So you see now Subanta has subcategories. These are the subcategories. We are going to see each one of them separately. Okay, just right now, just write. Subanta is Nama. Nama means noun. Nama. Sarvanama, pronoun. Visheshana, adjective. Kriya Visheshana, adverb. And Avyaya, indeclinable. This is something which is different than English. Okay? Okay? Next. What do we mean by this Subanta? Sup anta. Anta means end. So the word that ends with sup, are called as Subanta. What is this sup, etc.? We will see. Okay. So there is something called as Pratipadika base. To that base, the sup pratyaya is added, and then it becomes Subanta. As I am telling you, please don't worry. We are going to see all those things in detail. I am just putting everything in the beginning. Later on, we will go into it. Okay. So the Subantas are made from base. This is important. Subanta is made from this Pratipadika base. Pratipadika. Pratipadayati. Pratipadikam. Base. Plus supratyas are added. Pratyay is, we will see. Why should I tell now? Pratyay is what we will see. Now what are the types of Pratipadika? Pratipadikas are called as Kridanta, Taddhitanta, Samastapada, etc. Again, don't worry about this. We will see. We will see them. So Subanta includes this noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb and indeclinable, avyaya. And then there is Tinganta. Tinganta is Kriya or Kriyapada. Verb. Sometimes, please note this again, sometimes the general categorization will be nouns and verbs. So when they say nouns, we have to understand that they are already including nouns, means nouns, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, etc. etc. All they include it in Subanta, and sometimes they will just call by common name noun. So nouns and verbs. Sometimes they will say like this. Okay. Then again, like Subanta, Tinganta is also Ting-anta. So there are Ting pratyas, there are suffixes are there. And they are joined to Dhatu root. Now here, few words we must remember. The Shabda or Pada we understood. Shabda or Pada means word. They are of two types. Subanta and Tinganta. Subanta is basically nouns. And when you say noun means what? Noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, indeclinable, etc. Okay. And verb means verb. Now that verb is made. So Subanta is made from Pratipadika by adding certain suffixes, and Tinganta, Kriyapada, verb is made from Dhatu root, base and root, from which they are formed. Base and root from which they are formed. Is this clear? Okay. Now again, as I am telling you, this is indeclinable is different from English. That's what I said earlier, that it is not, there is no equivalent in English. There is no concept of avyaya in English. Also please note, English had so many other things, prepositions, conjunctions, articles, determiners. None of them are here. They are not required in Sanskrit. That is because the structure of language is different. Prepositions are added with the nouns. Articles, etc. are not required. The conjunctions and determiners, etc. are avyayas. Not are avyayas, can be used by the indeclinables which have similar meaning. Okay? Please, I request one thing. Please don't put any questions now in the chat. It's quite distracting. Everything will be covered. Don't worry about the questions. And I have mentioned earlier also, even after the class, don't send me WhatsApp message of list of questions. I'll give you chance to ask questions and I will answer all the questions. We will have separate sessions for it. Don't worry about all that. Just right now, whatever is being taught, just try to get that. As we go ahead, everything will become clear. Right? Everything, slowly, everything will become clear. Fine? So, Subanta, Tinganta. Subanta, generally noun. But within noun, we have all these things. Noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb and indeclinable. Tinganta means basically verb, kriya or kriyapada. This is the name for, so kriya is verb, kriyapada, verbal word, it's same only verb. Okay, so tinganta is made from this dhatu. Okay, this much is okay. Now, let us go in detail of what we have just seen, how the words are formed. Now, note this. A shabda or pada word is formed in two ways. This is something that we have already seen. Not new, I am telling. Dhatu plus ting pratyaya or pratipadika plus supratyaya. That's the only way a word is formed in Sanskrit. Now, in this, there are three terms which are new for us. Dhatu, pratyaya, pratipadika. Correct? We don't know what do you mean by dhatu or root. We don't know what do you mean by pratyaya. And we don't know what do you mean by pratipadika. So, those three words we will understand. First, pratyaya. Both places pratyaya is common. We'll use that. It's called as suffix. Suffix, which is added afterwards. There is something which will be called as prefix. Remember prefix in Sanskrit? Upasarga. This concept again we will see. Prefix means what is added before. What is added pre. Pre means before. Suffix means that which is added afterwards. In simple terms, we call it wrapper or a dress. See, I told you we are very cultured people. We don't let the letters go without shelter, right? And we don't allow the words wander without the proper dress. That's why pratipadika or dhatu cannot be used in a sentence directly unless they are dressed up. So dhatu is dressed up with one kind of dress and pratipadika is dressed up with another kind of dress. That dress is called as pratyaya. Only when he is dressed up, goes out and is used in the sentence. Is this clear? Pratyaya is suffix. It's a dress. Okay. Now, next. Dhatu. So, pratyaya is over. So, there are different kinds of pratyayas are there. Ting is one set of suffixes called as ting pratyaya. Sup is another set of suffixes. There will be krit, tadita, different kinds of suffixes will be there. Okay. What are they, etc. We will see. When the topic comes, we will see. But there are different kinds of dresses are there, no? In India also we have various kinds of dress. Which are the all kinds of dress? We will see when the poor thing has to be dressed up. That time we will see. When dhatu has to be dressed up, how we should dress up. And pratipadika base has to be dressed up, what kind of dresses. We will see. But there are dresses. That is what is important right now. Next concept is dhatu. Dhatu means basic root, verbal root. Sometimes it is also just called as root. But by the word itself, it means dhatu. Dhatu means basic component. They say even our body is made up of 7 basic components. They call it as sapta dhatu. Mada, masa, and tvaka, and charma, and blood, etc. etc. They are called saptadhatus. Dhatu means basic root from which everything comes up. So in Sanskrit also, all the words that we use, please note this is the brilliance of Sanskrit language. All the words that we use have come from these verbal roots. They cannot be formed. They are root. They already exist in the language. They are present in the language, and in Sanskrit we have 2104 roots, dhatus. In Sanskrit, that is it. That is it. Only from those 2104 dhatus, all words are formed. Some exceptions are there which we will see Avya, etc. Some exceptions are there. But all the words that are formed from these dhatus, roots. Just for a few people who have already studied some kind of Sanskrit, we in the school we must have studied these kind of roots. Path is one kind of root, means to read, to study. Kr, to do. Lik, to write. So they are all called as dhatu. Different examples. Such 2104 dhatus are there. And Panini, the grammarian Panini, has put all those dhatus in proper boxes. Who should be given which kind of dress, and with the dress what kind of inner garment should be given. Everything he has put properly in place. And he has made list of these 2104 dhatus, which is called as dhatu patha. In traditional Sanskrit, when you study, you are supposed to memorize the entire dhatu patha. Krukarane, patalekane, like that, in all dhatus, the dhatu and its meaning, dhatu and its meaning, dhatu and its meaning, etc. Okay, 2104 roots are there, that is it. From them only all kinds of words are formed. Is that okay? So, pratyaya is clear, suffix, dhatu. Now next is pratipadika. Pratipadika is base. Base for what? For noun formation. Dhatu is for what? For root formation. For verb formation. Root is added with certain kind of suffix to make it into verb. Now this pratipadika is base. This base will create nouns, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, etc. Is this okay? Is this fine? Now pratipadika base, how is that base formed? So there are three ways by which that base is formed. First is called as kridanta. Subanta, tinganta, remember? Subanta, tinganta, like that kridanta. Kridanta means krit anta. The component that ends with krit. Krit is again kind of pratyas, a set of pratyas. From dhatu to the dhatu, when you add these krit pratyas, then the base is formed. Base is formed. Okay. Here we should not write Rama, etc. Rama, Krishna, Kara, etc. From the dhatu, one set of pratyas are added to create pratipadika, Rama, Krishna, etc. Pratipadika. To those pratipadikas, when supratyas are added, then they are made into usage. Ramaha, Krishnaha, Karaha, Pustakam, etc. Okay? Okay? So kridanta is formed from dhatu added with krit, one set of suffix. Then taddhitanta. What is this taddhitanta? From one pratipadika, another pratipadika is formed. From one base, another base is formed. So again some kind of pratyas are added which are called as taddhita pratyaya. Again they are set of suffixes. Like sup, ting, krit, like that taddhita also, set of suffixes. They are added to existing base to create more bases. They are added to existing base to create more bases. Example, Janaki. There is already a base called Janaka. Janaka. When it is used in the word after adding supratyay, it is called Janakaha. Visarga is added. Now this Janaka, from one base, another base is formed. Janaki. Janaka's daughter, Janaki, name of Sita ji. Partha. Partha. Who is Partha? Partha. Partha. Who is Partha? Arjuna we generally use for Arjuna, but it can be used to Karna also and Yudhishthira also and Bhima also. Why? Because Prithayaha Patyam. There is already a base called Pritha. Pritha was the name of Kunti. And this Pritha's son becomes Partha. So another base is formed from one base. So base creates another base. That is called as Tadditanta. When a root creates a base, it is called Kridanta. A root is creating a base. Then Tadditanta is what? One base creates another kind of base. Okay? This is fine. And then it is Samastapada. Two bases are joined together to create third base. To create one more Pratipadika. So one more Pratipadika creates a separate Pratipadika. Samastapada is compound word. Compound word. Very important for Sanskrit. Very important. Major usage is of this samasa, Samastapada. So example, you see Jagadisha. There are two words, Jagat, Isha. Isn't it? Jagat, Isha. Jagat means world. Isha means Lord. You put them together, Jagadisha, you form one more base. You form a separate Pratipadika. Jagadisha means the Lord of the world. Name of Lord Shiva. Shankaraha, again, Sham, one word. Karoti, another word. Joined together to make one new base, Shankara. Shankara. Okay, now, please focus for some time. Words in Sanskrit are of two types, Subanta and Tinganta. Subanta is nothing but Pratipadika plus one set of prefixes, suffixes which are called as supratyas. Okay, so Pratipadika is base, you give dress to it, it is called as Subanta. Okay, another is Tinganta. Tinganta is verbs. Now that verb is made up of Dhatu, root, plus one set of dresses called Ting Pratyas. Only these two types are there. Okay, only these two types are there. Now in this Subanta itself, there will be nouns and pronouns and adjectives and adverbs and indeclinables, everything will be there. In Tinganta itself, all kinds of verbs will be there in all tenses and moods and everything. Past tense, present tense, future tense, distant past, everything. All kinds of moods, tenses, everything will come under those verbs, Kriyapadas or Tingantas. Okay. What are pratyas? Pratyas are suffixes. Without adding the pratyaya, we don't use the word. The word is not formed unless you add pratyaya to it. Pratyaya to either to the root or to the base. Now, how are roots formed? Roots are not formed. They already exist. They already exist. They are like that by design. For a language, roots are there. Roots are there. So 2104 roots are there in Sanskrit. All the words that we use are formed from these same roots. 2104 roots. Okay. Pratipadika means base. Base is used to create nouns. Right? Roots are not formed, but base is formed. How is base formed? So either the base is formed from root, which is called as Kridanta, or one base is formed from another base, which is called Tadditanta, or one base is formed by adding two or more bases. It's called as Samastapada, compound word. If this is not clear, listen to this section again. Okay. Of course, in the next class, we will be elaborating on each one of these. Okay. But unless that previous thing is clarified, going forward might be little difficult. Okay. There are only two types of words in Sanskrit, Subanta and Tinganta. Subanta are made from Pratipadika, base. Tinganta are made from Dhatu, root. Base is made from either Dhatu or another base or more bases. Is this clear? In few classes, there will be lots of new words. Note them down. Slowly, slowly, as we move forward, all the meanings of all the words will become clear. Right now, you may not have complete idea of what exactly is pratyaya, dhatu, pratipadika, etc. That's okay. Just remember, just listen to these words. As they come in the latter stage, you will remember, you will understand what they are. So, subanta, tinganta. Dhatu plus ting, pratipadika plus sup. Pratipadika, dhatu is basic. They are not formed, they already exist. Pratipadikas are made from dhatu by adding krit pratyas, or from another pratipadika by adding taddita pratyas, or by adding two or more pratipadikas called as samastapada. That is how pratipadika is formed. Is this clear? Sufficient for today. In the next session, we will go into details of all these things. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.